like I said, man, we are doing the full Ultimate Madness 3 bracket breakdown, bracketology going on right now. We getting into the brackets, y'all. And it's a hell of a damn tournament. You got top tiers, mid tiers, up and coming tier, new tier. You got all type of people in here. You have all type of people in here. Legendary tier. I sure you might say one of these battle rappers a legend, goddammit. You got all type of tiers in this one. Shout out to URL, because I really do think that this tournament, man, every tournament has been an elevation from the last one, and I think that you got the right people in this tournament. I don't have any complaints about anybody who is in this tournament. Will we see tiers? We might. You might have some people leave. They might be going home early. They might be picking up their basketball and going home early. I don't know. Shout out to the judges that were announced. I wish I had pulled up the graphic for you guys, but we have Tony Bro, Polo, Battle Rats Fanatic, Minnesota Luke, and the hip-hop legend Freeway as the judges for this tournament. I think those are four very, very solid judges. He said Serious Jones going to cry. Hilarious. This is not a hidden, I mean, you could call it the hidden breakdown. This is the URL breakdown. Welcome to the stream, Ray May. Welcome, West in the building. But as I was looking at this bracket, y'all, and trust me, I went back and forth with a lot of these battles because I don't think there's too many smoke breaks on the card. I don't think there's too many battles where somebody's just going to get done filthy. I don't see it that way. Y'all. So when we get into this breakdown, right, I went back and forth with this, and I will have visuals. I will be putting stuff on the screen for everybody to see, so you guys can literally see how I'm breaking it down and when I'm breaking it down, right? And so first up, let me go ahead and pull this up for myself so I can make sure that I'm looking at the bracket as it needs to be looked at in real time. First matchup on the card that I'm gonna break down. We start on the left side. We gonna do this. You know what I'm saying? Left to right. We gonna let left to right with it. So you know what I'm saying, y'all. To the we gonna break it down like that. All right. So the first matchup, round one. The first matchup we are talking about is T-Top versus Jackboy Maine. You said you got circles. Yeah, you got to refresh. Got to refresh the feed, man. You fresh the feed and you'll be all good. You'll be straight. But we have T-Top versus Jackboy Maine as the first matchup that we're going to break down. And honestly, at first, I think I might have been looking over this battle just a little bit because when I first seen T-Top versus Jackboy, I kind of just T-Top will win that. And I didn't really break it down. I didn't really dive into it anymore, into the matchup anymore. But the more and more I think about it, man, especially, see, these first round matchups, what's unique about them is that the logic that you would use for why you would have somebody winning a tournament, that doesn't necessarily apply in this first round because a lot of these people have had well over a month to prepare. So whereas you might say, okay, well, these battlers, I would pick them because they're good to battle every 2 weeks. If they get past the first round, that logic definitely comes into play. It definitely does. You know what I'm saying? But you have to get past, you got to get past that, you know what I'm saying, the first round. You got to pass the first round. You know what I mean? So, looking at this, man, you said pick Jack. Hey, yo, Ledge, calm down. I'm going to need you to chill out over there. This ain't Friday morning yet. You'll get your smoke tomorrow morning. All right? Problem said it can be close. Yeah, I agree. Just for me personally, right? You got it, play. Look, you see the mind games. I have to segue. You see the mind games Ledge is playing right now. So he's doing all this calm shit and respectful shit. Then tomorrow, I'm going to be every nigger. I'm going to be everything under the sun. You just got to pay attention pay attention to Negroes like this. But anyway, back to my breakdown of T-Top versus Jackboy Maine. I think if this had been an every 2-week occurrence, I think T-Top probably would have even more separation. I would trust him a little bit more every 2 weeks. Now, having it being having well over a month to prepare, that changes some things for me. And so for me, I think it's going to be a closer battle. I think if I had to give this battle like a percentage, I would probably give it, I'm probably in the 55-45 to 60-40. That's the kind of range I'm in. Chazzy, I appreciate you. Prop Gang, I appreciate y'all. But I'm more in that range right now. I'm more in that range with it. And I think Jackboy does a lot of good things in the ring. I think that he is very unique, unorthodox. I feel like that band setting is where he was at his best. And that's pretty much the same setting that this Ultimate Madness tournament is in, if you look at the last two. With all that being said, though, I do have T-Top winning this battle. I just think that as an overall battler, I think T-Top is just a little bit better. His angles are, you look at all time in terms of people who put that stuff together and breakdowns. I mean, he's in the top 5 in my opinion. Top 10, no lower than top 10. You know what I'm saying? And a person like Jackboy, who you only have to do this one time. It's not like you have to battle him 3 or 4 times. You do just one time. I think this is going to play a very major part in this. So, first person we are adding is none other than T-Top. T-Top, I have T-Top advancing to the next round. You guys will notice how I'm doing this too. How I'm doing this, you guys will notice. We're gonna be putting the pictures up. We putting up who we have here so y'all can follow along. I have T-Top winning his matchup versus Jackboy Maine. Next battle, so we going over to the other side of the bracket. We have New Jersey Twerk versus KCJ. Originally, it was supposed to be New Jersey Twerk versus Prep. KCJ versus Swave Seva. They switched the matchup to the original matchup, to my understanding. And so we have New Jersey Twerk versus KCJ. I think this is a very good battle. I think it's a very good matchup. And the way I look at this is, it's a lot of what ifs. Well, what if Twerk chokes? And well, what if he, you know what I'm saying, he doesn't get through his rounds? And, you know, what if he chokes like in a round and she gets her? You got to understand, man, it's a tournament. You only got to get 2 out of 3. You only got to get 2 out of 3. And I don't expect $100K on the line. This is a different type of motivation. We've seen Twerk. It has not been that often, but he has battles where he has gotten through all 3 rounds of material without choking. He's done that a few times, actually, in his career. More than what I think people give him credit for, actually, to be honest. And as I looked at that matchup more and more, I think just from a standpoint of explosiveness, a standpoint of being able to back with it, bombs, get straight to the point, angle based, I feel like Twerk is better at that. I think what KCJ brings is a consistency in her rapping. I think that she is she's one of those people who, if you average out her rounds, right, and you say her average for a round is like a 7.5, 8 out of 10. Let's say a 7.5, 8 out of 10, right, on average for KCJ. She don't dip below that at all. Now, she can exceed it at times. She can, get to like the 8.5 range. But she's pretty consistent in that range, about 7.5 to say 8.5. So if you're going to beat her, you have to exceed that level of consistency, right? And I think the matchup for Twerk, it's in favor for Twerk because normally we know him for those very explosive rounds. On average, an average round for him, we're talking about a clean round. We're talking about rounds that he normally gives us. He's about an 8.5 to a 9. He does not normally dip below. that range. And I think that he can put together two of those type of rounds. So I do have New Jersey Twerk. Where's it at? Hopefully I got New Jersey Twerk on that side of the bracket, y'all. I do have New Jersey Twerk on that side, winning versus KCJ. I think the percentage for this one is I'm going to call this one about 55-45. I don't think it's a wash at all. I think it's a very close battle. You said Nico will pick Geechi or Nitty to win. Not sure who. Yeah. Yo, come on, man. We ain't even gotten to their battles yet. You don't know what I got. Rump shit. Hey, yo. I'm going to need you Midwesterns to comment down real quick. Yeah, I mean, you said 3 rounds almost, but like, I'm just being honest. Like, Twerk is the most talented battle rapper to ever step foot in a battle rap ring. Like, we're just going to be honest. We're just going to tell the truth. He is the most talented battle rapper. The only thing is whether he shows up on his A game or not. And I'm just telling you, in a tournament for 100K, ultimate, Twerk's not fucking up this. Like, you're not doing that. We talking about somebody who in the URL Hall of Fame. We talking about somebody who has given us some of the greatest moments in battle rap history. Like, if you were to make a top compilation, top 30 moments, he's going to have like 10 of them. Yeah, I'm saying. I do think that KCJ has a chance to win this battle, which is why I said I have it being like a 55-45 split. But I am going to give the edge to New Jersey Twerk. I think that the explosiveness that he has, it's just unmatched. And you get 2 of those kind of rounds, man, it's hard to beat, man. It really is. So I got New Jersey Twerk on that side. Going to the left side again, we're going to go ahead and go back to the left side of the bracket. We have Official versus Cortez. I said we have Official versus Cortez. Y'all, I mean, y'all got somebody from the Midwest in this, kind of, you know. I mean, you know, well, I mean, you don't, but you do. I don't know, you know. I mean, one of the judges is from the Midwest. Does that count? You get a judge for the Midwest, huh? You just want all your battle rappers in? You want all the whole Midwest battle rap people up in here? You got a judge. Is that good enough? Is that good enough, ref? Is that good enough for you? Get back to my breakdown, goddammit. Official versus Cortez. I've listened to a lot of people say that they felt like this was a clear dub. I don't know where this narrative on Cortez came from, that he just clearly be losing, or he just does not possess the skill set required to win certain matchups. I think a lot of y'all this is the battle. I think, to me, this is a either way type battle. The percentage I have for the person I have advancing is 51-49. I do not see a whole lot of separation with this one. Now, if this battle had been round 2, you only have 2 weeks, I would have a different opinion. I would have a completely different opinion. But you're telling me you gave somebody as good as Cortez. He's a very good rapper. You've given Cortez this much time. You've given Cortez, who is a very good angler. I think Cortez, that's one of the things that, I don't know if we really put him as a top angler, but he has some of the best breakdowns in battle rap. Yeah. Hey, yo, Midwest. I'm not trying to hear none of that right now. Get that nonsense out of here. Shout out to Fonz. He did what he did. You know what I'm saying? We ain't talking about that right now. We talking about this current one. God damn it. And I think that for this matchup, like I said, I have it being a 51-49 split. It's about as close to 50-50 as it gets, but I did have to edge certain aspects of the battle. So with that being said, I do have very slight edge. It's not a store run. Let's be respectful. Be respectful of who you're talking about. You be very respectful. This is not a store run battle. Be respectful. Fonz's best battle last tournament was probably Kruger. I'm not gonna lie. I think Fonz versus Kruger might have been the best battle. Well, I don't know. Hold on. Who else did Fonz battle? I don't know. No, him and Easy. Excuse me. No, him and Easy. Him and Easy was a good battle. I don't want to say that. Him and Easy was good. Easy. I almost forgot about that battle. Him and Easy was probably the best battle of that tournament. But him and Kruger was a fire battle too, though. Let's not act like that wasn't a good battle. But getting back to my predictions for this one right here, I'm giving the slightest edge. The slightest edge. I got official winning this battle. Very slight 2-1 edge. I'll tell you why real quick. Try to make this a quick breakdown. To me, when I was looking back and forth, I said, okay, he's really dope with the breakdowns and the angles. He's had time to really find different aspects that he can go ahead and break official down with. What her official strengths, she's very bar heavy. Very, you know what I'm saying? She be barking. She has a nice performance to what she does. Very consistent. Her rounds are pretty much relatively consistent all the way through. But to me, what was edging it in that aspect is where I feel like Cortez is a very good angler and where he is a very good rapper. And I think Ledge kind of had mentioned this before to me, and it definitely made me go back to this matchup again. The identity of Cortez, like what is he going to present? Because I think he's at his best when he's angling, breaking down. I think he's at his best with that, but sometimes he doesn't always go into that bag. Sometimes he's not always in that particular bag. And so that begs the question, you know, what type of Cortez is showing up? Is this going to be a Cortez where for one round you're in your bag heavy with angles and the breakdowns, and then the other two you kind of, you know, just, you know, more in your word play, trying to bar up type of bag. Like, what kind of bag are you going to be in? And so for me, I'm going to go with the consistency of what I know official is going to bring. Again, this is like a flip a coin. To me, there's no clear winner in this one. Like I said, 51-49. Cortez can definitely win this battle. He is good enough to win. And the edge is very slight. Edge is very slight. But I'm going to edge official in this matchup. And so we already have one set of matchups locked in. T-Top and official. That will be my second round matchup that I will get into after we finish the first round. Now let's go back over to the right side of the bracket. I mentioned this battle already, but we have Prep versus Swave 7. So, I legitimately think Prep could win this entire tournament. Like, I legitimately believe Prep could win this entire tournament. I would have absolutely... Like, if you were to ask me, who do you feel is like a dark horse? Who do you feel has a legit chance of winning who probably isn't one of the biggest names? It's Prep. Out of every battle rapper, it's Prep. And I think this is actually an interesting matchup with Swave 7. Because Swave is somebody who, and this is a skill set that is very underrated in battle rap, and I don't think it gets enough credit. Swave is one of those battlers that for the duration of those 3 rounds, he has a way of making you look a certain way in the battle and making that have an effect on the visual of you. Like to attack you in a certain way where a breakdown sticks with you all 3 rounds. He has a way of making you look a certain way for those 3. I'm not talking about the impact after the battle. I'm saying within the battle. I've watched him have these battles where I thought Beat Out was going to cook him. I thought, I got Beat Out, cooking Swave. The battle happened, and it was more debatable than it was a clear win. And to be honest, you could definitely say Swave won that battle. Swave has had battles versus dudes who you would think conventionally they pin is better, they bar up. Even the New Jersey Twerk battle, you can make an argument that Swave won that battle. Swave Seva is one of those battle rappers that has that kind of potential. And if he can find some way to attack you and make you look a certain way just for the battle, it's very effective. Definitely a tactician. Definitely is. However, on the other side, Prep is somebody I think is the most diverse battler in this pool of battle rappers. When we're talking about skill set, we're talking about everything that you can do at a high level. Prep is one of those dudes where you look at everything he can do. His angles have become much improved. He's a elite freestyler and rebuttaler, which definitely plays a part in tournaments like this. If you are able to do that at a high level, that can definitely help you out, right? His pen is pretty good. I think Prep has a pretty good pen. It's just underrated. You know what I'm saying? So for me, with all things considered, this is actually a very good battle too. I think my split for this battle, I think I had this being about a 55-45 split. About a 55-45 split. With that being said, I have Prep with the edge over Swave Seva. I got Prep with the edge over Swave. I just think that diversity, Swave will definitely be able to attack Prep with certain angles. He'll definitely be able to attack him and make him look away. But I just think as diverse as Prep is, and now he's finally incorporated angles into his arsenal, I think that's just powerful. I think it's really powerful. And so I got Prep, man. I got Prep winning this matchup right here, man. It's gonna be a close battle. I think it'll be a good back and forth. But if I gotta pick somebody, man, I'm picking Prep to win this matchup. 2-1 on that matchup. Next battle, we're gonna go to the bottom of the we're gonna go to the bottom of the bracket. We're gonna start off bottom left, and you know what I'm saying, zigzag our way back up. But bottom left of the bracket, we have the matchup that people are saying is the clearest margin of victory in the entire tournament. We have Rum Nitty versus Serious Jones. I've seen polls that said 99% to 1%. That was crazy. I've never seen that before. I've seen polls say 93% to 7%. I've seen polls say 85-15. I've seen, and pretty much everything I've seen has been of clear separation. Lawyer, what's going on with you, sir? Hidden Gang in the building. I appreciate Hidden Gang being in the building. But this matchup, it's almost like people said there's nothing to talk about. They don't give Serious Jones a legitimate chance. I will say this, right? With everything going on around Serious Jones, that first round, the anticipation for what he's going to say and how he's going to respond, or if he will even respond, is going to be very high. And a lot of these matchups too, another thing that I factored in when looking at some of these battles is who is going to win the fan vote. Hey, lawyer, man. Listen, man. We just trying to upgrade it and get the people a real experience. You know what I'm saying? We're just trying to get the people a real experience, man. But look, a big factor in what I thought of, because you got to think, okay, I didn't want to do this until I seen the judges, but you also have to factor in who is going to win the caffeine vote, because the caffeine vote, it does go to a popularity kind of vote. So a lot of these matchups too, what you have to think about, what I thought about at least, is who do I think, if you are not going to win the caffeine vote, do I have enough confidence that you're going to make 3 out of the 4 judges say you won the battle? That's very critical to me, because if you're not going to win the caffeine vote, that means you need to convince 3 out of the 4 will you win the battle. And, you know, I don't really have too much to say or break down, but I'm not confident Serious Jones is able to do that. And so I have Rum Nitty advancing. I know that's pretty standard. Everybody pretty much felt like that. But again, with some of these matchups, if you're not going to win the caffeine vote, the fan vote, are you capable of winning 3 out of 4 judged votes. That's tough. He said he wouldn't want to even control it. Hey, Problem, chill out, man. That wasn't necessary, brother. That was not necessary, brother. You say he's just not talented enough to beat Rum. I think Sirius can get around, or at least make a round debatable. I think he can make a round close. I just don't think he'll win the battle because he's first of all, Rum, he's definitely not as talented as Rum. But then the other part of that is if you were to have that lights out round, which Sirius Jones is known for. Sirius Jones is known for having a really good round in pretty much all his battles. He's always had one standout round or a standout moment that gives him a round. Can you do that 2 out of 3 times or 3? I don't believe it. So I got Nitty in that one. Next matchup, we got Geechi Gotti versus Riggs. We moving back to the right side of the bracket. And this is a battle that I think is very, very good. Very good matchup. I think how I have my split on this matchup was like, it was like anywhere from 55-45 to about 60-40 was pretty much how I looked at this particular matchup. And I would actually think that if this was a second round matchup where you only had 2 weeks to prepare, I think that different factors will come into play because Geechi has battles around this time that he's going to be doing. And so a round 2 matchup would be a little bit different, be a little more interesting. I think having a month to prepare, though, and with everything that's on the line, and I just looked at it like, well, who do I think is better? Okay, I give this person that. But then I look at what Riggs has been able to do. He's been elevating recently. That A-Ward performance was very good. In my opinion, that was a very good performance, right? Even with that being said, though. Even with that being said, people, I got Geechi Gotti winning. Now, again, I did just say if this was a matchup where it was round 2, I might have a different. I think Riggs would have a better chance of beating Geechi on a 2 weeks preparation than having a month. I have seen Geechi short prep, and be good, but you can tell it's a little bit of a difference. At times, you can tell it's a little bit of a difference. You know what I'm saying? And I think Riggs would be able to capitalize on that difference. But having a full month, having the full time to prep for this one person, these first round matchups, you got to factor in the time that they really have to prep. Because if you say, okay, well, this person would win the tournament if they could get past round 1. I factored in that as well. So I do have Geechi Gotti winning. Like I said, about a 55-45 or 60-40 kind of split. I'm kind of in that range. I like what Riggs does. I think Riggs is dope. I just think that this matchup right here, I just think it's in favor of Geechi. So I have Geechi winning that matchup. And then going back to the left side bracket, the last battle of the left side, we still have 2 battles total, but the last battle of the left side, we got Yoshi versus Drugs. Yoshi versus Drugs, people. I gotta be quite honest, man. This whole ghostwriting little rollout and everything, that's not affecting my decision, nor did I even, it has no, like, you might get a few bars from it, but I didn't even, like, that scenario, it played no part in, I think because this came out, the battle, nah, I'm not. No. I'm not mad at anybody who felt like, that would have a major impact. I'm just not one of those people who thinks somebody who has been, I don't think so, but the culture calls controversial all this time. I don't think something like this is going to have that much of an impact. I think you'll get some bars from it. I think you get some good material from it. But I don't think it's going to have that much of an impact. I don't. Because I don't even think the claim is credible. But that's neither here nor there. I think before I heard about that, I thought this was a dope matchup. I thought that Drugs was somebody who is very good. One of the absolute best in battle rap at prepping. on short prep. So I thought if he could get past the first round matchup, he would definitely be a tough out for a lot of people in the culture. And I thought Yoshi as well, somebody who has elevated pretty much every single battle she's had. She's pretty much took an incline, right? She definitely took an incline. And looking at how she has been able to elevate in recent history, the moments that she has created, I think that she has an edge. If we're talking about the bars, we're talking about, you know, the kind of moments that could be created. I think Drugs and where he's at is, I look at him as one of those battle rappers who he has strong starts. That first round is normally a very strong round, right? But it's how you finish the battle too. You got to finish that. You got to finish the job. And I think this is a close battle. I give this about I'm about a 51-49 to about a 55-45 split. But with all that being said, I did pick Yoshi G to win this matchup. I just think that Yoshi, man, like, you take all whatever you feel about the content that she be putting out there, whatever you be thinking about her approach and speaking her truth. She's honest. She don't be pulling no punches. She's honest. She talks that shit and puts it out there openly. And I think some people, it makes them nervous. They don't know how to respond or how to appreciate that kind of material. I appreciate honest motherfucker. I appreciate people who's honest. They put their truths out there. They own it. And they turn it into some of the most creative and known moments and haymakers and punches that we have in the culture. Yeah, so I respect that from Yoshi. And I think that in a matchup like this, with everything that's been going on, I think that's giving her even more shit to talk about. This is right up her alley with the type of stuff that she be breaking down and what she be getting into, man. You know what I'm saying? So I do have Yoshi winning this battle. Close battle. You said she would get kicked out of Take Your Parents to School, though. Hilarious. I just think it's a close battle. I just think that I've seen her have higher highs, if that makes sense. You said I got women winning. Bro, I definitely got, listen, man, I'm not one of those people who think the ladies are not capable to hang with the men. This is not NBA versus WNBA. This is not where you have a physical advantage, where you can, physically just move. There's nothing about the physical. This is all about the mental. This is all about what you were able to create. Your creativity, right? Your repetition. How much time and work did you put into your craft? That's what this is. You said, what Danny Myers told me when I very first started, man, he said, in battle rap, man, to create separation is the preparation creates separation. If you want to separate yourself in battle rap, prepare more, prepare better. That you've already won over half the battle right there. You know what I'm saying? And I like what Yoshi's been doing. I do have her winning this battle. I think this is going to be a very close battle. I actually have this up there with Official and Cortez in terms of how close the battle is. I think some of these battles are within a certain range. And I think this is definitely one of those battles. So Yoshi G, I have her advancing to the second round. And last but not least, this is a very interesting matchup. We have Jerry West versus Swamp. Jerry West versus Swamp. Now, I love what Geechi and Swamp were able to do in that 2-on-2. I felt that Gotti was able to bring out certain talents, certain things that we were waiting to see from Swamp. He just looked very comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Just being able to just get into that talk to you bag. That's what Swamp does very well. He talk to you. He just straight to the point. And I felt like that attack that they had in place for Rocket Easy, I feel like it just was a perfect blend. Now the thing is, are you going to be able to do that on your own? Because he's got a very good opponent. He's got Jerry West. And Jerry West is no slouch. Jerry West is no slouch, y'all. Like, he doesn't have a lot of wins versus the top tier opponents, the top level opponents, but he gets busy versus everybody else now. You know, he ain't no slouch. And even in those battles, he's not a slouch. Like, he would beat a lot of other people with those same rounds. Jerry West is definitely one of those dudes, right? And I think this matchup, I think the split I have for this battle is like 55-45 to about a 60-40 split for this one. So, what, you know what I'm saying? Let's get right into it. Go ahead and show y'all who I have winning this matchup and advancing to the second round. I got Jerry West winning, man. I got Jerry West advancing to that second round. I got him win. You say you got Jerry West 2-1. I got Jerry West winning. And it's nothing against Swamp. It's just when I thought about this matchup. I don't hate the South. I have somebody from the South advancing. Watch them out. Actually, I have 2 people from the South advancing. Watch them out. 3 people. No, hold on. 1, 2. Yeah, 2 people. Watch your mouth. Hold it down. Hold it down, Ledge. Hold it down. Your narrative don't hold no weight. But when I really looked at this matchup, man, the consistency of Jerry West, we know what we're going to get from Jerry West for 3 rounds. He's not going to take time off. He is attacking every single round. And I love what Swamp does. I do. I just think right now Jerry West is just a little bit better, in my opinion. Now, I also have to see what Swamp is able to do coming from the battle with the 2-on-2. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how much of that experience we're going to see in this matchup. So I'm kind of basing it on his one-on-one work versus Jerry West's one-on-one work. And I do have Jerry West winning this battle 2-1. Nothing crazy, 2-1. About, like I said, about a 55-45 split up to maybe a 60-40 split. But I'm closer to the 55-45 split. I think this is going to be a close competitive battle. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody, you know what I'm saying, in the tournament. But this is what my second round looked like. These are all the people I have winning the first round matchups. I have T-Top winning versus Jackboy Maine. Official winning versus Cortez. Yoshi G winning versus Drugs. And Rum Nitty winning versus Serious Jones. That's the left side of the bracket. The right side of the bracket, I have New Jersey Twerk beating Casey J. Prep beating Swave Seva. Jerry West beating Swamp. And Geechi Gotti winning versus Riggs. Terrible predictions. Don't smoke your boots tomorrow. Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. But I guarantee you got at least damn near 75% of my predictions is what you have or more. So watch your mouth. I'm going to cook you tomorrow. Say you look like Nipsey Hussle, chubby uncle. Hilarious. You know what's crazy? I definitely get a lot of people telling me that shit. A lot. R.I.P. Nip. One of the GOATs. One of the all-time greats. Top 5 all-time, by the way, but that's neither here nor there. I'll get into that narrative another time. But these are my first round winners. So going with this theme, I'm just going to break it down. Well, I ain't going to be too long-winded, but I told you, I'm doing a full breakdown. This is how I put my bracket together, right? Now the different factors come into play. Y'all. Because now you went from having a month that first round. Now you only have 2 weeks. So now we got to talk about who's going to win these matchups. Who's going to be able to really cook up in half the time. I see what you just hold it down, please. Please hold it down. It's terrible. That bar was horrible. It's terrible. I don't even know who liked that. That's horrible. Don't encourage that hidden behavior. Man, you liked your own comment. I don't want to hear that. But if I'm breaking down my matchups, man, how I have it looking, T-Top versus Official. I actually have. Like I said, I ain't gonna take that much time breaking everything down like I did the first round matchups, but I'm gonna give you guys an overall feel of how I looked at it, because you guys are gonna definitely see who I have winning the bracket at the very end. He definitely liked his own comment, mama. You see what he did. But as we get into it, T-Top versus Official. This is my bracket on how I have my bracket moving. This is how I would have it. It's interesting matchup. But hold on, wait a minute. All right, I'm gonna need y'all to. I got T-Top. They wasn't trying to let me get rid of the pictures. I'm just on swipe. I got T-Top. T-Top over Official. T-Top is this is how he got his start, was just winning tournaments. I mean, back-to-back tournaments. He's just a monster. Yeah, I'm saying he's just a different breed. Just different. Just completely different. So I have T-Top beating Official. Dr. Hugh Petty, what up? What's going on with you? New Jersey Twerk versus Prep. We're going to zigzag this. Chat gang, hidden gang in the building. I appreciate y'all pulling up. You know what I'm saying? But New Jersey Twerk versus Prep. This is my second round matchups that I'm breaking down from my personal bracket. Because it is 2 weeks, different factors play a part. And I think New Jersey Twerk is the better of the two. We're just going to keep, I just think he's better than Prep. He is. And I'm just going to be honest. If I had it my way, I would want a main event matchup of Rum Nitty versus New Jersey Twerk for $100K. If I had it my way, the dream, the scenario, we just going to be, put yourself in fan mode. I want to see Twerk versus Nitty rematch for $100K, because they battle would have been top 5 all time easily had that battle went all the way through. So if I could get a rematch like that, I'd be 100 with it. But having said that, I have to be honest with it. I have Prep winning the round 2 matchup versus New Jersey Twerk. I would have Prep beating New Jersey Twerk in round 2. I would have Twerk losing in round 2, because I would trust Prep on that short prep, as Ledge so kindly pointed out to the viewership. I would trust Prep just a little bit more in that scenario. Yeah, I'm saying. And I think Twerk is better. But we talking about 2 weeks prep, being clean. Prep is one of those people, man. Like I said, he's very diverse in what he can do. And so for me, it would be a close battle. That would be like a 51-49 split. This would be a very close battle. I think Prep could get. I told y'all, I think Prep could win the fuck. I told y'all up front what I thought about the tournament. Told y'all what I thought. You know what I'm saying? So I would have Prep winning the second round matchup. Then we get to Rum Nitty versus Yoshi G. My bracket on how my bracket is looking. Man. This is actually a tough matchup, because I actually think this would be a close battle. Very close battle. Obviously, the name flips, the Yoshi G name, obviously Yoshi and G, or just the name flips Nitty could come up with would be crazy. It'd be crazy. But there's a lot that Yoshi could say as well. And I'm telling y'all right now, if y'all think this little weird narrative they put out there in the culture about ghosts, if y'all think that's going to affect her, I don't. I think this is going to it's lit a fire under her. I really do. On 2 weeks prep versus Rum Nitty, I think it's going to be a very good battle. Very good battle. However, I have Rum Nitty beating Yoshi G in the next round. As dope as Yoshi is, I can't see Rum Nitty. One, I can't see Rum Nitty losing the caffeine vote. So he's already up 1 there. Yoshi, are you going to win 3 out of the 4 judges' votes over Rum Nitty? Rum Nitty don't be losing like that. That's one of the toughest. If you're talking about the toughest task in battle rap, that's a tough task. That's a tough task, man. That's tough. I would give Nitty the edge on that. 9 times out of 10. It's too much. That's a tough task. I have Rum Nitty advancing. And then the last matchup, Jerry West versus Geechi Gotti. EFB on EFB violence. EFB on EFB violence. They actually battled. It actually wasn't a real battle. It was one of those little Zoom calls they did during quarantine when they were trying to keep us with content. Shout out to URL for trying to keep us with content. We appreciate it. But now we talking about the real thing. We talking about the real thing now. I don't think. It's tough, but I got Geechi Gotti beating Jerry West. I would have Geechi Gotti winning versus Jerry West. I think at that point, like, man, it's as dope as Jerry West is. I just don't think that he would be, like, because they both do similar shit. They both do very similar shit. However, I just think that Gotti does a little bit more than Jerry West. Just a little bit more than Jerry West. A little bit more, man. And I think outside of just being a bar-for-bar spitter and you perform well, I think Gotti, if you were just checking the boxes of what they both do, he's just checking more boxes. It's just more. So I would have Geechi Gotti over Jerry West. Now we at the Final 4. And we got a rematch on the left side of that bracket. The hidden Final 4. The hidden 4. T-Top versus Rum Nitty. I'm telling y'all right now, Rum Nitty is one of them dudes where I would not want to bet against him. They battled. And I think I had T-Top winning that battle, if I'm not mistaken. I think I had T-Top. I think at the time I might have edged Nitty, but that whole Walmart scheme was powerful. That was powerful. It was like 1-1 going into the third, and that third was just incredible. It was incredible. One of the biggest moments that year, and just in battle rap like that. That self-checkout shit was just ridiculous. That was filthy. With all that being said, though, a rematch, tournament style, I think this is about as evenly matched of a style clash that you could possibly get in a tournament. They are completely different rappers. This is a style clash, like the epitome of a style clash. But one thing that I have noticed with this, and I would say Nitty winning the caffeine vote is powerful. And just looking at T-Top and what T-Top has done in recent history, do I think T-Top is capable of making 3 out of the 4 judges say he won the battle? Could he create enough separation to say he won this battle? Here's my answer, people. Ain't gonna let me do it. This damn thing ain't gonna. There we go. They really they don't even want me to get rid of the damn thing. There we go. Would have Rum Nitty edge in that battle. I think one thing to be said is that when you battled Rum Nitty before, you used very powerful angle about the Walmart and working, the self-checkout. I think if you're talking about a rematch, especially a short prep, I'm giving Rum Nitty the edge in something like that. I'm definitely giving Rum Nitty the edge with something like that, y'all. I'm giving Rum Nitty the edge. Definitely giving them the edge in something like that over T-Top. I think it's like again, 51-49. It's very close. It's not a wash. It's not something clear at all. But at that point, I would have Rum Nitty winning that matchup and going to the finals. And then on the right side of the bracket, I told y'all before what I thought about Prep's chances of winning the tournament. Gotti is arguably the face of battle rap right now. He's arguably the best battle rapper in the game. He's looking for another champion repeat. All of that stuff is true. And I think at this point of a tournament, you've had your first round matchup. You've had you've had your first round, your second round. You get into this round right here. This is how I call this matchup. Very close. Again, I think all these battles are like 51-49 splits. But this is how I call it. Just being honest, this is how I call it, y'all. I will have Prep edging out Geechi Gotti to go to the finals to battle Rum Nitty. I would have Prep edging out Geechi Gotti to go to the finals. Why? This is the reason. With all the battles that Gotti has coming up, after this first round, Gotti has I think he has a couple battles, right? And I've seen Gotti on short prep be very dope. He has been very dope before, but that workload at that point is gonna come into play at a certain point in time. It's gonna show itself in some capacity. And of course, you're saying, well, Gotti will win the fan vote. So you're saying you got Prep winning 3 out of the 4. I think at that point in time, it's not about, well, okay, are you better? Okay, yeah, Geechi better than Prep. I think Prep is a little more versatile than Geechi. I definitely think he's a little more versatile than Geechi. And at that point, can you prep up your best work? And with everything that he would have on his plate at that point, I would edge out Prep. Now, if Gotti did not have those other battles, if it was nothing else going on, it was just a tournament, I probably might have a different opinion. But I have to take that into consideration. I have to. Prep is somebody, you can't sleep on him. You cannot sleep on what Prep does. He is that good. In a tournament setting, it's almost built for somebody like Prep. So my finals, I have Prep and I have Rum Nitty in the finals. This is how I have my bracket breaking down. And also, man, upsets, man. You get to that certain point in time, man. It's a certain level of focus. I like what Prep's been doing. I love what Rum Nitty's been doing. We get to the finals. Rum Nitty versus Prep. This is on Gnome. Big stage. Night of main events. Nitty's been there before. I think this will be Prep's first time on Gnome, if I'm not mistaken. I think this will be the first time. I know he's had rookies versus vets, big stage. I know he's done that before. I don't know about Gnome. I don't think he did Gnome before. I don't think he was on Gnome. I could be wrong though. I don't think it was Gnome though. He has been on a big stage. Not Gnome. He's been on other big stages though. In an environment like this, 100K on the line, the versatility of Prep will definitely show up. You said you would have Nitty versus Official in the final. You wouldn't be able to. I mean, you could have that as like the Final Four matchup, but they're on the same side of the bracket, so you couldn't have them in the finals versus each other for Gnome. It would have to be somebody from the right side of the bracket. Now, again, if I could exchange battlers for certain sides of the bracket, then that'd be a little bit different. Be a little bit different. But Rum Nitty versus Prep, all things being considered, everything happening on the line. If you told me there's 100K on the line for this one battle, 100K. I gotta go with Rum Nitty. Listen, man. Go ahead and put that out there just a little bit more for the people. If I had to pick one person to win Ultimate Madness, when I was looking at my bracket, I said, who's the person I feel like has the highest percent chance to win Ultimate Madness? Rum Nitty was number one. After Nitty is where the debate comes in at, because you had to factor in how good people could be on short prep, their workload going into, certain battles, certain matchups. And I think even like Casey, I think, has a battle. I think Prep has a battle amongst the tournament. I think Twerk has one. There's like a few people who definitely had battles during that time. But when I looked at everything considered, man, Nitty's skill set, just the penmanship, the punching, the wordplay, the schemes, everything, just the material is on point. And he's a good performer. I don't think Rum Nitty gets enough credit for his performance. It's not elite level performance. Not elite level. But it is good, and it's good enough to get that material. That is the elite level to get through. And so for me, looking at this tournament, I would have Rum Nitty winning out this tournament, 400K on Gnome. I would have Rum Nitty winning the tournament. I know people are going to be like, man, I'm so shocked you didn't have Nitty versus Geechi in the final. I know some of y'all thought that was going to be the case. But I like Prep's chances. I like Prep's chances a lot, especially with how the matchups happen. Now, if you had put Prep versus New Jersey Twerk as the very first battle, I would not have Prep here. I wouldn't have Prep making it this far. I wouldn't have had him there. And I think the matchups probably would have went in a different favor, where I probably would have had Geechi making it to the finals. But because the matchups happened the way that they did, because you would have to battle Twerk, but now you're battling Twerk on short prep. So different factors play a part. You know what I'm saying? And so for me, I would have Prep getting to the finals on that side of the bracket. But in the end, I have Rum Nitty. That is my pick to win the Ultimate Madness 3 tournament. That's my pick. Right? Showed y'all my whole entire breakdown and everything. I already know there's going to be people going crazy. Oh, how you have Twerk losing this round and what T-Top not here? I know. And I'm already knowing that the West Coast is going to be, they're going to start a mutiny. How dare you? How dare you eliminate Gotti before the fight? How dare you? You got to be honest, man. In a tournament setting, this is not, okay, you're prepping your best material for a month, or you just focusing on one person. You know what? Like, this is different. A first round matchup, definitely okay. But once you get past that, now other factors get heightened. And I have to take those into account. So with that said, I have Rum Nitty as my Ultimate Madness 3 winner. This is my bracket that I have out there. Oh, man. It's tough. It's tough. I'm definitely tuned in this weekend. It says 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. They got 8 battles, man. That's a lot of battles for that first day. Yeah, Nitty survived the hidden bracket. He definitely survived the hidden bracket. And tomorrow, I will be live. Friday Fix with my guy Ledge. Definitely break this down even further. Every Friday morning on Caffeine on the top tier podcast Caffeine channel. Make sure that you guys follow him as well to be able to tune into that. We will definitely be breaking this down and going over our brackets again. But this is how I got it, man. I got Rum Nitty winning out the tournament. I think this is top to bottom a really good tournament. I think outside of one matchup, I think every other battle I looked at on this card was close battles. 2-1s. I mean, I think the highest split I have for every battle might have been 60-40 after the first. Yeah, I'm saying very dope tournament. Shout out to URL one more time. I think this is a hell of a tournament. I'm excited to see what happens. And yeah, I'll be tuned in like everybody else, man. Ultimate Madness 3. 100K tournament. Shout out URL one more time. And my winner one more time is Rum Motherfucking Nitty. That's how I'm calling it. Appreciate everybody for tuning into the stream. Hope you guys have a great day. All that good shit, man. Everybody make sure you keep it Western. Keep it Western, please. Please make sure you keep it Western. Keep it Western. Keep it battle rap, as Ledge would say. And I'm going to holler at y'all later, man. We out.